This is the video introduction for the DMDLPCSHUCI232 capstone project. As you can see, this is the main GitHub webpage for the capstone project itself. We're currently standing at the main branch. It has been developed 4 branches for this project already. The branch that we're currently interested in is on the Python image GWT branch. So please do switch to that branch before doing any of the downloading process. As you can see, we have a bunch of chapters within this particular branch. Before diving into any other chapter, I would really recommend going into the documentation chapter, which is containing the whole documentation files. And I would also recommend going under the structure of the main application so that the user gets a sense of how is the application been built upon and what services it uses, packages, and technologies. So just by really flash seeing here, we can figure out that the application uses HTTP protocols to communicate either externally or internally, and that the application is actually composed upon 2 applications and 1 database. We can also see that there are other services and technologies linked to the internal apps, but this is something that gets pretty much referenced into the user manual and application documentation. So as part of the video, the point of it is to clone this whole repository locally, just for you to have a sense of how to do that. Choose Go under git commands and clone it. You can see that you will have the Python image GWT branch installed on your own environment, or you can just simply go to the GitHub web page, select the Python image GWT branch, and just click on the code and download it as a zip file, and then you have your own allocated resources and your own allocated directories ready to be used for the application. So given that said, this is the root directory from the application. We could see that it's divided into 3 chapters. One of it is solely and merely focused on hosting documentation files, and the other 2 are the 2 apps that I have already mentioned when seeing the structure picture that we just seen a moment before. So we can see that the application hosts an app application and a prediction arrhythmias application. Within this chapter, we can find the artifacts that the application gets composed upon, and we can see that there's a main file, and within the prediction arrhythmias chapter, we can also see that there is a predict.py file, which are the main files from each of those chapters. Uh, Both of them also contain Docker files, which suggests that this application does support the construction and the building of Docker images for containerization later on deployment. Um, After being this said, uh, if any user just wants to get a tease of what the functionalities are and how the application actually performs, without directly deploying into Docker frameworks, it might need to manually initialize both of the servers separately. So it will have to initialize the app server, and it will have to initialize the prediction arrhythmia server. So that's why I have allocated here 2 different terminals. uh, One of those is running the main app, which is the one which is here. One of those is running just this fast API service on port 5000, and the other one is not running port 8501, but it's running on port 5003, and it's only dedicated to host the machine learning deep learning models there. We also have the database, which is only interacting with the main application, the application that's only meant to be dealing with security matters. So we can see that the app is that one, and that it has been already launched and released. And we can also see that the second application for inference and machine learning hosting has also been already deployed. And uh, just that we don't waste time deploying and getting to load the servers, we can see here that these are the drive-in commands for the server to start, and we can also see that on the main application here that these are the main driving commands for the server to start, which is all related and is all describing to the user guidance and the user manual. So please do refer to the user manual to know how to launch these applications separately, and you can interact with these applications through the user interface, which is this case the web browser. You can use any web browser of your choice for you to interact with your own local services. As you can see here, we're currently running and pointing to port 5000, and we can see that it's currently running the version of the Model 1, and that the user interface is under the endpoint docs. So if we go under that user, we can immediately see that the server is responding to that as a GET request, GET HTTP request, and responding to it, showing us the Swagger interface. And we can also jump into the port 5003 and also make sure that we also have access to the machine learning endpoints and uh, functionalities offered by the Swagger user interface. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I really hope you get to see the user guidance and user manual that's described into the doc chapter, and it's been a pleasure for me. Thanks.